So this is Diario to mi hija. It's my first recording. And I started to do this because I know that when I first got pregnant, I said, I'm going to create an email for her. And that's where I'm going to upload all her pictures, all her videos, everything. But being a mom, it's so difficult to keep track of anything. I mean, I'm sure you moms know how it is. And I never ever got around to it because besides my 10-month-old that I have now, I have 2 big German Shepherds. And I can tell you right now, I am pretty busy. So busy that it got to the point where I could not work anymore. I had to tell my partner that I couldn't anymore. And that all started this one day, because I used to work from home and it was great. It was great. However, there was just this time I used to work for the state of Oregon, and I used to do eligibility, which that means is that I would interview customers. And so I would be on the phone for about an hour at a time, if not more, if not less. And this one time, I was working from home, and this is during the time where my daughter was now a little bit more active. She was going into the more active phase. She wasn't taking naps as long anymore, and I honestly, she started to roll over, and honestly, I did not know what to do. My experience was the worst. I know that lots of mothers have doubts, and oh boy, I can tell you all the doubts that I have. But this one time in particular is what made me, I couldn't work anymore. I had to tell my husband, like I said, that I have to stay home and watch her because my daughter is very active. My partner has ADD, let me correct that. ADHD. So he's hyperactive. And my daughter, turns out she's the same way. And this one time I needed to answer the phone. I was on phones that day. And while I was on phones, I was in one room and she was in the other, and I had to shut the door because our calls were recorded, and my manager had already talked to me, and she had already told me that I couldn't, she told me that she can hear my daughter. She can hear the baby playing music and all that, she just knew my daughter was there, and it's fine. She knew that, but, if you're working for the state, you need to uphold this professionalism. And so basically she told me without telling me that was not, acceptable. So, at this point, my daughter, she's in her little swing thingy, and she woke up from her nap. However, I was still in the middle of my call. And, it's hard to just, tell my customer, hey, eventually I had to do that. But this one time, my daughter was crying, and she was hungry, and I was still on the phone, and I had to finish this application. And boy, I finished it, and then I finally went to my daughter, and I have baby brain, and so my brain is mush, and so I had to re-listen to the audio to try to, I couldn't remember something, and so I re-listened to the audio, and as I was listening to the audio, my heart broke, and I cried. Why? Because my daughter was crying I knew she was crying, and it's, I knew she was crying beforehand, but it's different when you're hearing it, in that you know other people are hearing it, and this is recorded. Anybody can hear this. And I felt like the worst mom in the world. I legit, my husband came in as I was listening to this, and I was crying and bawling. And he's like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I just can't do it no more. I can't. And, we had that conversation, and, I quit the next month. It's just, I had to do this as a mom. And I knew right from the get-go that I didn't want anybody. I didn't want anybody that wasn't family, mostly that wasn't my mom, to take care of my daughter while I was working. And I have my own personal reasons as to that, which I will share with you guys at a later time. But, I'm the only one, and me and my partner both agree, I'm the only one that's really designated to watch over my child. And I will be the only one, no matter how long it takes or how difficult it is. Because I can tell you right now, it's been difficult. Not just, because I'm a new mom, she is my first daughter, but because financially it's not easy, but I have to do this for my daughter. Honestly, I'd rather live, struggle for a little bit than to pay somebody else to watch my daughter grow. I'm not going to do that. And so, I now stay at home and I watch over my daughter and my 2 dogs. And I can tell you right now, that is one big job, to do that. And, I will share with you guys another experience that I had a little bit before she was born until now, how it's been, because I can tell you right now that it hasn't been easy. Since even before she was born, I struggled a little, but I don't know. I know a lot of moms struggle, and I can use all the tips, everything, because I'm learning, she's learning. And I grew up without a father. My mom was a single mom, and so I'm still learning all this. This is all very new to me, and I decided to do this diary to me, Hija, mostly because I want to share with her my experiences. I want her to know, how she grew up. I want to be able to catalog, certain things that happen in her life, and I have, times here and there to talk about certain things, and share. That way when she grows up, she can listen to this, she can see all these things, all these posts that I put. Because that's another topic that I want to touch is I didn't want to, for the longest time ever, I did not post about my daughter. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't because I didn't love her. It was it's that ojo thing. That's a Hispanic belief, and I guess you have to tie like a red ribbon around her. It's just, I don't want anybody to really be looking at my daughter in a wrong way. That's essentially what ojo is, and it's not, I'm not meaning, I'm just saying like in any way. It doesn't matter which way, just in any way, and so, but 10 months later, I kind of grew out of that. And and that I did that also because, on top of me wanting her to see pictures of herself, because I can tell you, me as a baby, I didn't have a lot of pictures of me, and my phone is full of pictures of her, but my memory on my phone is getting so filled up that I'm just gonna make an account designated for her. It's gonna call Diary to Mija, because it's for her, essentially. But also, I'm opening it up to other people because I'm a new mom, and like I said, I can use all the tips that I can get, baby foods, what to do, what not to do, products, all this other stuff, or even shared experiences. Because to be honest, like, I stopped working, like I have said before, but we moved to Texas, and I'm originally from Oregon. I don't have support. And to be honest, like, this is my way of getting that support. This is my way of talking to people who are back home, and they can listen to me, because we're all busy and not everybody has the time to pick up the phone call when you call, and it same goes for me. I don't have the time as well. But another reason is because I'm sure there's lots of moms out there that feel so lonely. Don't get me wrong, I love my child and I love my dogs, but sometimes you need that adult conversation, that adult interaction, and quite frankly, your partner sometimes isn't enough. Just because there's certain things that you can't really communicate, well with. I mean, not communicate well, but you can't really talk to them about it, is what I'm trying to say. So, here's to Diario to Mi Hija, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Have a good day, and today is Father's Day, so happy birthday, or sorry, not birthday. Happy Father's Day to those dads who support you, because I am so thankful for my daughter's dad. He has been the best support in regards to my daughter, and I couldn't have a better support that's on my side, who's on my team to help me raise my daughter. Have a good Sunday, y'all. Bye.